Welcome to the dev log, or dev commentary, I guess, for Cosmic Champion. The goal for this one was basically how do you make a space arena game, like the old gladiatorial arenas. And I figured it'd be really cool to have it be done where you upgrade your ship by drag and dropping pieces onto them and doing that chunk by chunk. You can see it's kind of boxy the way it is. That's primarily because of that construction method. But anyway, so the whole thought is, opening scene. You see people working in a mine or industrial complex or something, and then the robot head shows up in the sky. Come, welcome all, enter the tournament, win fame and fortune, escape your tedious life, that sort of thing. And then you and your little town get a little frame or two where everybody pools money and sends you off to win everybody the fortune to get out of their existence. And that's the backstory. Didn't have time for the cutscene, but what are you gonna do? I'm going to go with this guy because I just like being able to shoot with the highest amount of damage. Warps you to the starting point. Probably have a spawn animation, something a little fancier, if I had time. If you had time is the mantra for any game jam, though, so. AI is pretty straightforward. It picks a target, usually randomly, around the people that are closest to it. But if you hurt it, if you do a certain amount of damage, it goes, "No, I'm being shot," and switches over to you. Nothing too fancy. The shield doesn't fully protect the ships, especially if you have big cannons. So they can actually hurt you, even with a shield. I was thinking about making the shields bigger, but I like the fact that you're like protected from the back, so you can kind of turn your back to the enemy when you're trying to escape for a little bit. Like that. And then it'll do nothing but hurt the shields while you're trying to heal up a bit. Anyway, let's take these guys out. Fiery flames and death. Anyway. I was thinking of making multiplayer, and to be honest, I probably could have, but not in a week. It'd just be fun to get together with 8 friends. And in between rounds, the idea is you would fight a round, and then you'd be off because your bracket's done, and this screen you'd be buying new parts, dragging and dropping, constructing your ship, betting on who would win this round. But the twist is, as soon as the round's over, you're kicked out of the shop and your next round starts. It's a live tournament, so to speak. So you couldn't just take your time and make too many decisions. You had to get your stuff done, your shopping complete, get it all prepped and on your ship in like 15 to 30 seconds. And I kind of like that idea. So you have to watch the computers kill each other when you're done, of course. The snipers never seem to want to get too close to each other because they made their guns so long range. I might have to tweak the AI on that, but eventually they reason they should fight, and ha! Looks like the guy on the left won. Whoever wins is who you fight next. And here we are. The climax. Who will win? If you had a fast ship, dodging the big cannon is easy. But with this slower guy, he can occasionally just destroy you. I was also planning on putting in more weapons. Rocket launcher, railgun, lasers of some sort. But, once again, ran out of time. So all we got is cannons and gatlings. Everything you fire is a kickback. So if you have a really light ship and put on a really heavy cannon, you'll launch yourself off the edge of the world. And his nose is so long he sticks way out the shield. Easy to snipe him from the front. Got him! Congratulations, you've won! You start or quit. In my case, I think I'll probably just quit. But I'm in the editor, so I have to do it manually. So, to finish this off, the original plan was to take it a little further, have some sort of tournament set up where after you were done, the prize from winning would allow you to buy stuff in between tournaments and prep your ship. And during the tournament, it was only quick modifications. You couldn't like completely rework everything. And eventually you'd work your way up. You'd fight the champion of the universe with a ridiculously oversized ship, and that would be that. So I'm going to show you a quick example of how easy it is to tinker toy this thing with the AI ships. So I believe, yeah, they're right here. So they're all spawned in at start, so I didn't have much of a loading. And as you can see, we've got shield generator, the sensor over there, and the actual energy generator over there. Energy doesn't do anything. If you could construct your ship, you would care, but since I didn't have time to make that, right now the generator's just pretty. But the way it works is, your base ship has a series of attach points, here, 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 etc. And when those are full, nothing else can be put there, of course, but you can attach additional pieces. So in this case, I got a long piece over here. And that long piece, it in addition has its own attach points for, say, this cannon in front. So if you take this a little further, let's say I want to add on another additional giant piece. All you'd really do is go down here to your prefabs for the pieces, drag it into the attachment, all easily doable in code, of course, later. Position it to be far enough forward. Got little gizmos here showing off the different attachment points, so at a glance I can make sure everything's in the right spot. And look, the big piece has got a bunch of stuff. So let's say I've got that over there, and I feel like, hey, I'm just going to attach something huge. So you get the triple Gatling on connect triple 1, I believe. Let's check. No, it's number 2. So you put them in here, zero them out, rotate them, move them forward, 0.5. That takes up too much space. We can't do that. So what if we attached another long piece to this guy? So which one would that be? Looks like right there, piece 7. Drag it into there. Put it forward, 1.5. And now we've got the long piece. Let's attach the Gatling to its triple. And look, now we can have it. But it's all the way out there. Oh, it's unprotected. What are we going to do? Oh, I know. How about we add a shield to the top? Oh, look. Now we've got a shield on the top, and this area is protected by its own area. Each shield takes damage on its own, so that's fine. And now you've created a big, wild, wonky ship. There is one thing to keep track of, though. When you fire with the kickback, I haven't put it in quite yet, but I almost had it complete. When you fire at an angle, it'll rotate your ship, so unless you balance it, you might have to deal with adjusting your movements and turning to compensate for kickback. But either way, that's the long and short of how it is for attaching pieces. Nothing too amazing, but when I'm completed the editor for that, and you're buying and selling them and winning them in tournaments, because tournaments will provide special pieces and what have you, this game will shape up like crazy. For a week, I do feel like I got a lot done, because of course, the system for all these pieces works perfectly. But yeah. That's Cosmic Champion. Thank you for listening.